So here's really the quickest and most effective way that you guys can make money with dropshipping in 2023. Now, this is going to help you guys get past all the different beginner mistakes that I personally made and a ton of other dropshippers made, and save you guys a lot of time and money. And honestly, if I knew about these things in the beginning, I would have made my first 1K days a lot sooner and got my first sales a lot quicker. And every single one of these 3 steps that I'm about to tell you guys are extremely important, so make sure you guys stick to the end of the video. Be sure to subscribe down below and let's get right into it. So first off, we have to find a really good product to sell. Now, there's tons of different products out there. There's millions, if not billions, of products that we can possibly choose from. But in order to find that good product or a winning product, we need to understand how exactly to find them, how to verify them, and also what exactly a winning product is. So winning products consists of mainly 3 things. So the first thing is that they have to have a wow factor. So something that'll make it stand out, make you stop scrolling on your feed, whether that's on like Facebook, Instagram, or on TikTok. And the reason as to why they stop you is because there's something super unique that you probably haven't seen before or even in stores. An example would be the weighted hula hoop that I'm sure you guys have seen all over TikTok before, and people are making tons and tons of money with it. And it's a very unique way of losing weight that a lot of people haven't seen before. And in those types of videos, there are a ton of different women that are using this device and are able to show the results over time, making people want to buy it. So number 2 is that the product has to solve a problem. Like, you have to give someone a reason to want to buy the product, invest their money into it, and it has to be something that makes someone's life a lot easier. An example would be the automatic hair curler that I'm sure you guys have seen before, and it makes a woman's morning routine a lot faster so she can get out the door faster, get her nails done faster, and it all just comes down to convenience. And by selling a product that has an actual purpose and solves a problem, you're going to be able to sell that product for a lot longer compared to those trendy items like fidget spinners. And then number 3, it has to have a wide market. So what exactly does this mean? This means that it's not restricted to a specific niche and basically anyone can buy it. So it doesn't matter if you're a man or woman, and you're really not restricted and you can scale to the moon. An example would be like the Galaxy projector, right? Basically anyone can buy that device, whether you're an adult, you're a child, and it's not restricted to a specific demographic of people, which gives it the ability to actually turn into a long-term brand and sell millions of dollars worth of them. So now that we know exactly what a winning product is, how do we actually go about and find them, and find the ones that are just not any winning product, but one that has a very minimal amount of sellers or none whatsoever? Because at the end of the day, we want to avoid overall saturation, which is going to be the killer for most of you guys starting dropshipping. And most people say, oh, just use all the different product research platforms and use all the different research tools. But you guys have to understand that there are dropshippers every single day using these exact same tools, probably thousands of them, seeing the exact same products. And if you guys try to hop on those products, you're gonna see terrible results because the market is so saturated, full of sellers taking up all the ad space. And on top of this, a lot of different dropshippers will go on platforms like TikTok, enter in the same exact hashtags that everyone else is using, see the same exact products as well, and this can actually make products die out a lot faster. And on top of this, and that's going to make it extremely hard for you guys to find a product that is sustainable and actually profitable. So what I'm actually going to do is give you guys 2 really good methods that you guys can be using for product research, and we're going to be starting out with the first one, right? And the first one that I always like to use is to find a slight variant of the product that is currently selling extremely well. It can also be a very unique variant. It can also be a very high quality one, something that'll actually stand out from the original variant. So an example would be like those dragon lighters that you guys have seen all over TikTok that are doing extremely well. There have been tons and tons of different types of lighters, like the Ace lighter, which is basically like this card lighter that you can flip on, and it does basically the exact same thing, and it stands out drastically compared to the original one.
He does exactly what I do, but better.
And this is also a very key point here, is that it didn't reinvent the wheel. It took something that was already working, improved on it, or found a slight variant of it, just to make it stand out and find a new niche of people. Just to stand out and really to keep the product alive. Another example would be those humidifiers, or those LED, RGB, colorful humidifiers that you've seen all over TikTok as well. So many people try to sell that product after it already becomes saturated and they didn't see results. But what people started doing was selling the flame humidifiers, and also all these different variants of like rain and all these other variants like the rain humidifiers, the anti-gravity ones. There were so many people that started to catch on and understand that. And so the same concept applied here, where there were products that were selling extremely well and somebody made a slight twist on it. They found one that was more unique, one that actually stood out compared to the original one, and they started selling extremely well. So your job now is to actually go on AliExpress and look up the broad name or the broad keyword of a product. So an example would be the humidifier, right? You would want to go on AliExpress, look up humidifier, and sort through all the different types of variants that you could possibly sell that you haven't really seen sold before. And on top of this, you can add different keywords to it like LED, portable, ones to really mix it up and see what results you get. And usually what I like to do is to find a product that has less than 1,000 orders on it and it has really good reviews. This way you guys know it has some sort of validation and is sold well before. And what you guys can also do is go on Amazon and see if anyone else has actually sold this product. And if it has really good ratings on Amazon, that might be a good sign that you guys want to sell this as well. Now, if you do some research on Amazon and you see that there's a handful of different sellers, don't be alarmed by this. You guys have to understand that most people are not going to be going on Amazon to really price check or look at other products when they land on your store. And I would say it's about 10% of the customers that'll land on your site. And on top of this, a lot of these sellers on Amazon don't even branch out and try to create their own Shopify stores and drop ship the product or have their own inventory elsewhere. So you really don't have to worry about the competition in that standpoint. Now, this second method you're probably going to be pretty surprised on, but it's actually looking up super saturated products on Google. And you want to see who the top ranking stores are for a product. So an example would be the hair eraser, right? A lot of people were selling this product. There's tons of different brands that are selling extremely well. And you guys can see that the first one that shows up is Bleem. And you also have Luxskin. And the reason as to why they're ranking first is because they're paying the most to get to the top of the page. And if they're ranking at the top of the page on Google, then that means the product must be working for them. And usually what I like to do is go on their site, explore through all their different catalogs and new products that they may have added and see what is starting to sell well for them. Because if you're ranking at the top on Google and you're just drop shipping a product, or if you just have your own brand, you obviously know what you're doing and you know what types of products would be good to test. And I promise you guys, if you use these two top methods, you're going to be able to find winners a lot faster instead of doing what everyone else is doing. So take a couple hours each and every day to use these two methods. That way you guys can find products that have little to no sellers. So going on to step number 2 is creating the Shopify store, right? So this is by far going to be the easiest thing that you guys can do. It should maybe take you at most 30 minutes, an hour, maybe 2 hours, depending on how well you want to make it. And this is mainly because you guessed it, ChatGPT. You can literally ask it to create anything for you in terms of like the benefits and features of a product. You can even ask it to give you a million different brand names for your Shopify store. This way you guys don't have to hire people on like Fiverr or Upwork for all the different types of copywriting, and you can save a lot of money and time. And the only thing you would really need to worry about on your Shopify store is to create really nice images or just get images online like on Google, AliExpress, or Alibaba, and edit them a little bit by using a tool called Canva. On Canva, you can actually remove the backgrounds for a lot of these products and make them look super professional and stand out and look like an actual brand. You can also import the products to your Shopify store using CJ Dropshipping, which is an AliExpress alternative. This way you guys can get a lot better shipping times, get a lot better order tracking, you get personal agents, and you can have a giant marketplace of products that you can import. And on top of this, if you guys want to download the images on AliExpress, I know it can be tough sometimes, so you can use the AliSaves Chrome extension to download all those images and even the videos for listing. And on top of this, you guys want to be adding GIFs to your store as well, especially on your product page, because any type of video or GIF is going to demonstrate the product. And because most customers don't want to have to read through giant paragraphs of text and walls of text, they're just going to click off your website and they're just going to go elsewhere to find your product. And you also want to combine this with having a decent theme. So I recommend using Debutify. You don't even have to sign up for the plan. You can just use their free theme, or you guys can look up other themes online. And me personally, I like to use Motion Theme or Turbo Theme. And those can be pretty expensive, but you can actually find them online for completely free. In combination with this, you guys want to make sure that you have a general store and not a one product store when you're testing products. Take this from me, I've made a lot of mistakes doing this, and this is because this is going to allow you to test products a lot faster, a lot more rapidly. That way you don't have to rebrand your entire Shopify store when, let's say, a product doesn't work, you don't get any sales. Now you don't have to create a new logo, you don't have to buy a new domain name. You can easily just import a new product to your store and then you're good to go to test it again. And the two apps that I do recommend that you have as well in your shop is Judge Me Product Reviews and UFE cross-sell upsell. So with Judge Me reviews, you're going to actually have some sort of social proof, and this is going to help you increase your conversion rate. And you also want to make sure that you have pictures in your reviews as well, because customer trust is very big nowadays. Like, people have been scammed all over Facebook ads and all these different drop shipping sellers. So you want to make sure that you have a clean, simple, and trustworthy Shopify store. And with the UFE cross-sell upsell bundle app, you guys are going to be able to increase your average order value and allow your customers to buy bundle deals on your site, which is going to help you guys be a lot more profitable. And then step number 3, you guys, is advertising your product. And there's 2 main ways that you guys can do this. You can do it either the paid route, or you can also do the organic route, or AKA with free ads. So starting out, if you wanted to do this for free or just going the organic route, we're going to be using a combination of TikTok, Pinterest, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. And this is for people that have a budget below $500. You also need to buy the product on Amazon or maybe eBay or Wish.com. This way you can actually have it in hand and create your own content. And on top of this, you want to make sure that you have a decent phone. Like, everyone nowadays has a decent camera, so I recommend having at least an iPhone 8. That way you can have a quality camera and you can film decent quality content. And I know what some of you guys are thinking, well, can I just rip other people's content? Like, can I go on YouTube? Can I just go on TikTok, download the videos, re-upload them? And the answer is yes. But the problem with this is that most of these platforms, especially TikTok, know that you're doing this, and they won't push out the videos that well, and they're going to be a lot lower quality than the original. So anytime that I tried to do this, I was not seeing good results. And you have to understand that these platforms love original content. They push out original videos, they push out new accounts. So I highly recommend just putting aside $20 to $30 and buying the product to have it in hand. So the quickest way to get results is to make your own videos. And a very big mistake that I see a lot of people make is that they think that they can just create random videos and just have terrible lighting and the video will just perform well, right? And it just goes back to not reinventing the wheel. And really the quickest way that you guys can see results is by replicating videos that have already done extremely well for your product. So what I like to do is go on TikTok or even YouTube Shorts, look up my product. Let's say we're selling the massage gun or something like that, or maybe the back cracker or the back stretcher. You look up that product on TikTok, sort by the most liked videos of all time, and see what videos have gone super viral, got tons of engagement, and have really good comments. And all you guys have to do is replicate that video to the best of your ability. I've done this with a handful of different products, and my first couple of videos were able to go viral. You also need to be uploading at least 3 times per day, and I also like to follow trend alert accounts as well. This way you guys are able to keep up with all the different trending sounds, music, and skits, because this is going to help you blow up your account in a relatively quick amount of time. And you guys also need to get at least 1,000 followers on your TikTok account in order for you guys to put your link in bio. So obviously I don't recommend buying followers. A lot of platforms are catching on to this. So what you guys can do is link your Instagram to your TikTok and then put your store link in your Instagram bio and just tell your customers to go to your Insta to buy your product. And another thing that I recommend that you guys do as well is that at the end of every single one of your videos, make sure that you have a call to action, either going to your Instagram or asking them to follow your account. Because I'm telling you guys, getting a video with around 50,000 to maybe 100,000 views is not that hard. And if you have a good call to action at the end that tells them, hey, follow our account if you want to see more videos, you're going to get those followers a lot faster. And also about 10% of the people who like your video will also follow your account if you have a call to action at the end. So after you guys are posting these videos on TikTok, like I said, you want to be uploading at least 3 to 5 times per day, replicating the videos that have gone the most viral, keeping up with trends. You also want to be repurposing these videos as well, right? So you want to be removing the watermark for these videos and re-uploading them on Pinterest, on YouTube Shorts, and Instagram Reels. Because more than likely, if a video did extremely well on TikTok, it'll probably do well on these other platforms as well. This way you guys can maximize the amount of money that you can make and the traffic that you get to your Shopify store. Now the paid route is something that is basically pretty similar to the organic route, but you're just throwing money onto it and you're pushing your videos out. And I do recommend, depending on the platform that you're trying to sell on, let's say on Facebook, you have at least $300 or maybe $500 to start with. Now here, believe it or not, you can actually rip content, that you find online. You can cut it up a bit. I don't recommend just copying and pasting videos and using them for ads. You definitely want to cut up the first 3 to 5 seconds of the video, and you can use a tool called InShot Video Editor to do this. Some of my most best performing videos were actually videos that I've just found online, scrolling through Alibaba, AliExpress, AliExpress, YouTube, and even TikTok. But I will always recommend that you guys create your own videos because this is going to help you have actual longevity for your brand and not just be ripping content online, because eventually it will die out. And what I recommend that you guys do if you're on Facebook is have one campaign and have 3 to 5 different ad sets, and then within each of these ad sets have 3 to 10 different creatives. A lot of you guys, like new dropshippers, they don't test enough videos and wonder why their product doesn't do well. They'll just copy and paste some video that they find online, 1 to 2 videos, and think it'll automatically get them sales. Like, this is not 2016 or 2017, you guys. Customers have seen a lot of these videos before because every dropshipper uses the exact same videos when they're advertising a product. So you guys have to be willing to be unique and stand out. So make sure you guys are cutting up your content. Now, if we're talking about TikTok ads, it's going to be very similar as well, but I like to do CBOs. So you can do a $50 CBO, have 3 to 5 different ad sets, and then within each of those have 3 to 10 different creatives. And really, as far as the budgeting goes, it really just depends on your budget, right? Like on Facebook, I do recommend that you spend at least around $30 to maybe $50 a day on an entire campaign. This way you're giving Facebook or TikTok the ability to push out your content and give you data within a relatively quick amount of time. This way you guys don't have to be just spending $5 a day and then have to wait weeks and weeks and weeks to get results. And on top of this, if we're talking about TikTok, make sure that you guys are going extremely broad with all your different targeting. And on Facebook, I usually like to stick to one interest related to my product per ad set. And that's basically it, you guys. Like, this is literally the fastest way that you guys can see results with dropshipping in 2023. And by following these different strategies, you're taking out a ton of the guessing work that plagues every single new dropshipper, especially with like product selection. So with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and you got a ton of value out of it. And hopefully you understand exactly what you have to do next for your dropshipping journey. So be sure to subscribe down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.